Good evening, everyone. This is Michael Wade from Bankstown, Sydney. Well, usually in the past, people used to trust, of course, at least some part of the media. But this is not the case anymore, of course. And I'm not right here to compete with others who is going to expose the lies of the mainstream media. But I'm concerned about the situation, especially now we are in campaign between the two major parties. So there's a few things, of course, about the property in Sydney. I like to say they keep talking about, like today they've been talking about some property being sold at West Croydon, 1.95 million. Okay, guys. Well, it seems to me that the market is improving as the media is telling us. I didn't know that I have 1.95 million in my pocket. I was aware of that. Sorry. I'll go tomorrow and I'll buy. The market is picking on me. Yeah, definitely. The market is picking. I was not aware of that. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'll go and pick up a few properties for myself. What I'm picking. The market is picking. The market picking is a result of the improvement, the production. There is no production and there's no guys. ABC, there was a report in ABC News about Canberran poverty. Over 38,000 people in Canberra. Well, people in Canberra are suffering differently. It's supposed to be actually the country, all the diplomats are there. Actually, once I chat with one diplomat and he says, I don't know why this country you have guys here is so miserable. Everyone is so miserable like this. I don't get it. If you are a poor country or something, or hopeless country, some poor African countries, well, then that's it. All right, you have to accept what it is. But you have everything. You have a huge, massive land, massive resources, massive seas, massive of everything. And you don't have that much of population. Where's the money is going? And why everyone is so miserable like this? In that report, they said that the fuel is 35% for the last few years, and the household is 21% for the last few years. Education is 17%. The bills of whatever, 28%. And there are shortage of something like 4 weeks of supplies that we finish from any supplies. Some warehouses that supply support for homeless and people. Is this a real capital city of a country? I don't know what to say, guys. This is too much. It's absolutely too much. And I was talking for some time about why we needed a pay rise of something like 35%. I was going to talk about these prices, but you can check it out in that under the video here. It will show you everything. I'm not here trying to pretend I'm an economy expert, but come on. A massive continent like Australia, and we're suffering from all of this. Far out what this government, what this system is about. One teacher, one of my friends, she called me for something, everything. Teacher strike. There was teacher strike before a few days. But the media was asleep. Nobody almost talked about it. Nobody. Why? Because things have to look perfect for Mr. Morrison and his government. A few months, they talked about the strike because they can't hide it anymore. But for the last one here, they decided to hide it as much as they could. The other thing, the Anzac, the sad day of this country, and why we keep celebrating it. Well, actually, we need to keep celebrating it to remember that we're not the slaves of anybody, and we're not going to serve any other colonial masters. And if Mr. Dutton, the fucking rotten cunt, think he want to go to war with somebody, go with all of your party, with all your family, with all your supporter, the first wave. Okay, go. So do your war far away. Nobody wants your war, mate. Be ready for war. You want to go to war with Russia and with China? Well, look, mate, I tell you something. It seems to me you are in some heavy stuff of some kind. You think you can fight with Russia and China? Really, you think you can beat them? Well, I think Mickey Mouse is stronger than you guys, right? Let's be honest with each other. Mickey Mouse is a superhero compared with cockroaches like you, right? Full stop. And by the way, Dan, I'm not supporter of Mr. Albanese, the opposition leader. But why we have to cry Mr. Morrison again and again? Actually, the lib stream is stupid when they put Mr. Morrison, the school move, again to the war because nobody wants him. I'm not saying I'm supporter of Labour, but at the end of it, you keep having fun of Mr. Albanese. Why he doesn't remember this? Why doesn't remember that? Why you don't have fun of Mr. because he doesn't remember things? Isn't that a bit of a question to the mainstream media? Or you want Mr. Scum? I can see it. Everybody can see it. Anyway, guys, Mr. Scum is not going to get my vote, especially with his little friend, the horrible face, Mr. Dutton, the monster of defense who want to become superhero and fight with China. Okay. Bro, you will never come back, mate. I'm very sure if you go to fight with China, you and all your mates, don't come back. Anyway, we'll see what this election is going to happen. And the stripper show of promising is going. Have a good one. Look after each other.